All right, let us say hello to one of the breakout stars of 2020 in the UFC. She's going to kick off 2021 on January 23rd. UFC 257 is going to take on Marina Rodriguez. Happy to have Amanda Ribas joining the program for the first time. How are you, Amanda? Thank you for doing this.
Hello, everybody. It's a really pleasure to be here. It starts the interview with logged and left a lot, so it's good. I'm enjoying.
Good. I see it's very festive at the Ribas household. Got the Christmas tree in the background. We're in the spirit. Is that accurate?
Yes. I'm here in Alex Dave's house. He's my manager because I'm training in America Top Team. I came here because the Christmas and everything. The training here in ATT will be really tough because Dustin is there, Cara Sapato is there, a lot of guys that will fight. And the same day of me is training, so I came here to train too. It's good.
That's great. What a year this has been for you, Amanda. I feel like you've become must-see TV in 2020. How would you describe this year overall? Like from the win over Randa Marcos, you finished Paige VanZant in one of the biggest events of the year. How would you describe 2020?
It was a crazy year, really different because UFC in Brasilia was the first one without public. And then I fought in the island. It was crazy and beautiful. And in the same time, it's really different for the bad way because the pandemic, it was good for me. I'm blessed to have these fights in my record. I'm blessed to have the training, the partner, the health. So it's been amazing year for me.
People have gotten to know you a little bit better in 2020. You have this infectious personality, Amanda. I mean, it's just an incredibly positive presence. And in a year affected by a pandemic, your positivity has been a welcoming addition. It's been a great thing. Where does this positivity, this attitude you have come from? Like, have you always been this way, or is this something that you developed over time?
I think I never was like that when I was young, I think take time to learn about it. If you are bad, not if I still like it, this is not good, everything will be worst. I don't know if I can talk like that, but did you understand? Like if I'm fat, if I just say, I'm fat, I don't will be skinny. I will still fat, but sad. If I'm fat, I need to do that stuff to get better and be happy if I'm fat and happy because we'll be good. So I think positive is really good quality in everybody. And we need to learn and practice because it's not all day I am like that. Some days I'm like, oh my goodness, but no, hey, shut up. I attract good vibes that will come from you and you to put in everybody. So that's I think.
That's great. I think we can all learn from what you just said there, Amanda. So you're back in action on January 23rd. We just found out a little while ago, Dana White said it's going to be on Fight Island, but you wanted to try and fight one more time again this year. It looks like all signs are pointing towards December 12th against Carla Esparza, and then that thing kind of fell apart. So what happened with the Esparza fight from your perspective?
I don't know what happened, but I was really excited to fight against her, but doesn't happen that time. And then I supposed to fight against Michelle Waterson too, but didn't happen again. It's bad for me, but now I will fight against Marina. So I just think about her because that definitely will be a really important fight for my career.
I would agree. Obviously, you don't want to forget about Marina. She's, like you said, very tough opponent, but having a fight like Michelle Waterson, that's a pretty big name in the division. She's main evented a couple of cards. She's ranked in the top 10. Although you're a very positive thinker, you tend to take these things very well. Was there a part of you that was a little bit bummed that you weren't going to be fighting Michelle?
After the USADA, the doping, I think I tried not to think too hard, because I was really sad when I signed to the UFC and then come that stuff about USADA and doping. And then 2 years later, they tell me I was good, so I can fight. So after that, I learned about the positive and everything has a time. So maybe was not the time for me fight against Michelle and against Carla, and it's time to me fight against Marina. So that's the way I think.
So everything happens for a reason, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yes. It's like that. Yes.
We're like two peas, Amanda. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I like
it. One thing a lot of people noticed over the past week is that you went from fighting Paige VanZant to training with Paige VanZant over at ATT. It's very cool to see from the outside looking in, but that must have been pretty cool as like a martial artist to train with Paige right after you fought her in July, right? Like, what was that experience like?
Really different, because my last camp was to fight against her, and now she's helping me in my camp, and I am helping her for her box. So it's so cool. Like you said, it's cool. It's amazing that, because we can show to everybody it's professional. I'm not mad with her or she's mad with me. No, it's professional. So if she can help me, yes, she will. If I can help her, of course I will help her. So this martial artists, we are artists. We are not crazy people just throwing a punch in another one. No, we are athletics. So it's amazing.
What did you think about her signing with Bareknuckle? Like, I was surprised by the move, but it seems like she's going to be the face over there. She's going to be a big star over there. She must be treated very well over there. So all in all, it looks like it's a good move for her. But when you found out that she was going to Bareknuckle, what did you think about that?
She's really smart, girl, because she has a really big heart. I was telling this in my another interviews, and I think for her it will be good, because no one who has a weak heart or is a little scary can fight box like that without gloves. So for her, I think will be a big step. She will get money because they think really good. So I think it will be good.
Well, that's good. So yeah. Let's talk about what's next for you. You go from potentially fighting Carla to maybe Michelle, and now you're fighting Marina. How do you like the matchup with Marina compared to the others?
I think Marina is really good striker. Like for Carla, I was doing a game. For Michelle, I was doing another game. And now for Marina, it's almost the same like Carla, like Michelle. But Marina, I think she's more Muay Thai. And with her fight, I need to be really, I need to be careful about her elbows, her kicks. But I think with this fight, I can show more my striking too, because my last fight, I just show my on the ground with Paige. But with this fight, I can show my elbows too, my kicks too, because I'm training so hard for this.
You talking about throwing elbows and kicks and knees, so friendly the way you are. It's what a game plan. This is gamesmanship.
It's crazy to imagine me doing this.
It's almost like I can't imagine it the way you're describing it, but we've seen it before. But she's been very impressive. I mean, she had the draw with Cynthia. She lost a really close fight to Carla. A lot of people thought she won that fight. Yeah. Have you been impressed with what you've seen from her?
Yes, for sure. Because I studied a lot my opponent. So I watched her first fight, her second fight, her third fight. So I can see he is getting better and better. And I hope in this fight against me, she came with the best version of her, because I want to do a really big fight, because we will fight in the card that McGregor will fight with Dustin. So we need to do a really big fight, because I don't want to be like just more one fighter in the card, like the McGregor card. I want to be, caramba, did you see that fight Amanda did against Marina? Was a big fight. I want the people talking about my fight, not just talking, they fought in the McGregor's card, like that.
So you want to steal the show. You want to steal the thunder.
Yes, I want that.
When you found out that you were fighting on this card, and once we found out that Conor and Dustin was official, like, how did you react? You're just like, oh my God, this is crazy?
Yes, because I like too much Dustin. I know I don't talk to him about a lot, but I saw him in the gym. He's training so hard. And McGregor is a name who everybody wants to see. And then I will fight in the same card. You see, personally, it's amazing too. It's a big name.
What's the overall buzz like at ATT right now? Like, I mean, there's always big fights happening at ATT. It's like there's always big fights everyone's preparing for, but I feel like this one's on like a little bit of a different level. We're seeing more and more big fights. We found out Amanda Nunes is going to fight Megan Anderson on March 6th. Nina Ansaroff's coming back. Like, we found out all of these big fights. So what is the vibe like at American Top Team right now with all this big news going on?
I think nobody there can have a weak heart, because it's always have something new, and Amanda Nunes, boom, and Dustin McGregor, boom, and Nina, boom. So you always have emotions there, I think all the coaches need to all the times do exams to see her heart. Because in ATT there is a lot of tough fighters, so I think it's because of that always have tough fighters and big fights.
Well, before Dustin goes ahead and makes the walk to face Conor, you are going to make the walk first against Marina. Do we have an official Amanda Ribas prediction here? Like, how does this all play out on January 23rd?
Let me see. I hope I can win this fight. I am asking for God that he give me this bless, because I'm training so hard, and I hope that can be with TKO. I hope, or a submission. I want to win, doesn't matter the way. I want to win.
We don't get paid by the minute here, right? You just want to get in there, get out, and watch Conor versus Dustin. Good to go with the win under your belt.
Eat my chocolate, watching the fights, eating chocolate. It would be amazing.
What's your favorite chocolate? What's the go-to?
I like a lot. M&M's, Twinks, Lindt is. I don't know if I speak this in English. You speak like that, Lindt.
It sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Milka is delicious too. I like
peanut butter cups. Are you a peanut butter cup fan?
Yeah. Nossa is delicious too.
Oh yeah, it's a good time. So you've had a big 2020. Your 2021 is going to start on January 23rd. Right now, it's December 22nd, 2020, as we record right now. So if you and I have the same conversation 1 year from right now, Amanda, what are we going to be talking about? Where do you see yourself 1 year from right now?
Good question. Oh my goodness. Let me see. I think we were talking about me going to the top 15, because for me this year has been amazing, because I'm really glad that the people like my language, like the way I talk, because it's good for me when you are the person you are and the people are enjoying, and my job is doing good. I'm training good, and my fighting is going good too in the cage. So I think we were talking about I'm fighting top 15. I don't know.
Because you're there already. Are we thinking like maybe top 5 a year from now?
The next year, I hope so. I hope with this fight, with that I can be in the top 5. I hope. I think everything depends the result of this fight. But yes, that's it.
What's the biggest thing you've learned about yourself this year? I mean, it's been a wild, crazy year. Like you said, you've had some big ups. You're sitting next to Dana White watching fights on Fight Island when no other fighter was in there watching as a fan. You're in there, center stage. You're on Dana White's Twitter account. Is he asking the fans to pick bonuses? I mean, this is a big year for you. I mean, and a lot of people can get lost in that. You found a way to stay very humble throughout all of this. What do you think's been the biggest lesson you've learned this year?
Thank you. I like to hear that, because I think no one is better than no one. So you always need to be humble, stay in your place. So yeah, I think I learned this year we always need to be ourselves. We need to everything we do with love, hug more, because I think this year I learned how to enjoy more my family, my friends, and stay positive, because when you have this, everything's get better. So I think I learned more about this in this year, more to the another year.
Well said, Amanda. I really enjoyed this. Happy holidays. Thank you for the time, and really looking forward to this fight on January 23rd. All the best to you. Safe travels to Abu Dhabi, and enjoy the island once again.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Amanda.